It was going down. I'm Donald Nelson with Supreme Confidence. You listen to tonight's episode of the Confidence in the Clutch podcast on the Confidence in the Clutch network. Whether it's a game of basketball or the game of life, you got to add confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck like Milwaukee. Stay woke or get out. Gold ball or bust. You can't fit in when you're standing out. Colorism is dead. Black is black. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. That bell button to get notifications of new episodes is important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at KITK. Coming up, we're going to talk about the week. Free agency. You know this is a basketball-inspired podcast, so a lot of basketball, a lot of free agency, what I think, my take on it. U.S. women's soccer, Coco, and what she doing on the tennis circuit. It's amazing, 15-year-old. Just all that shit. Y'all know what time it is. Like always, bringing you quality content with strong opinions and facts. The confidence starts right now. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.
Yo, for real? I know I'm doing nothing but other beats, like, production by Jay, production by me, right? But I had to go to a class because, man, listen, let me tell you something. These past 30 hours, y'all know y'all in grad school with me, so y'all know I procrastinate a lot because I always talking about me doing stuff at the last minute. But it is what it is. But yes, because I didn't do anything on the 4th of July but kick back. Now, 15-page crisis communication plan. The scenario was coach got fired. Wait a minute. I hope I did that right. No, yeah, coach got fired. I hope they didn't give us the coach that had to get fired, like the football coach. If they did, I didn't do the football coach. I did the basketball coach or whatever. It is what it is. And then I had to do that one class with all the other stuff. And man, listen. But it's all done. So the stress relief is confidence in the clutch. I ain't been in the gym since like Tuesday. I don't know nothing. It's just been work. Because I've been getting a whole bunch of other work done to get to this point right here. I had the confidence in the clutch to get it done. So we're recording at 11:22 p.m. Sunday, July 7th. So let's get into it. United States soccer, the women, went back-to-back World Cup show. Like, it's amazing watching them games. When you come for the queen, you best not miss. The women got their shit together. I don't know about the men. We constantly changing coaches. We grabbing cats from international joints that got dual citizenships or whatever with the American stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on the men's side, but the women seem to got their shit together. They're very resilient group, I would say. Would love to see a little bit more color on the teams because I know it's more than 2 black women playing soccer in the United States of America, but that's another conversation for another day. But as long as we got little minority kids out here playing, I got to look at the roster. I don't see too many Hispanics. I don't see too many Asians on that team. But we also know that soccer is a rich suburban sport. People complain about AAU fees. You have no idea how much it costs to play club soccer. Your little AAU fees, your little $600, $700, $800, that's like a third of what it costs to play club soccer. So don't complain, y'all. And club soccer, you might not even travel, but only once. Because they got different leagues and different divisions. Like in club soccer, you won't play for your high school soccer team because you that cold. You're just going to play club soccer and train and be in a league where you playing one weekend in North Dakota. The second week you playing in Idaho. The third week you playing in Missouri. The other week you playing in California because you that cold. So, but anyway, back to the women. This is their 4th World Cup. 91, 99, 015, and 019. This is dynastic what these women have done. First back-to-back World Cup championship in program history. The second nation to win back-to-backs. Germany is the only one. United States women run the world with the soccer. And it should be they just run the world. Let's see how much they get respected, though. My homegirl, Megan Rapinoe. You know, some people got a problem with her sexuality, whatever. Look, she can't judge her what she do with her personal life. On that soccer field, she plays hard. You got to respect her. Trump told her to chill out. She was going back and forth with Trump. She's outspoken. They want her to be quiet. They don't want her to say nothing. Anybody with that little rebel inside of them, you can't allow her light to be dimmed by anybody. Take away your personal preferences. The girl is phenomenal, period. The woman is phenomenal. So, we always got this underrepresentation when it comes to women in the workforce, with the glass ceiling, with not being paid. The problem is when it comes to women athletics, when the last time you been to a women's soccer game? When the last time you been to a women's professional game? When the last time you been to a women's World Cup qualifier? When was the last time you been in any women's sports period and paid to get in that joint? So that's where, geez, what's going on? That's where it comes to where the money comes from. And why is it getting messed up like that? And why they're not getting paid the same as men, even though they play for the same federation. The difference is the amount of advertising that goes into the men's games and the amount of advertising that goes into the women's games that allow them to pay. Now, when they go for like the Olympics and stuff, they get paid for their likeness. But when they do World Cups and stuff, they can get paid like as individuals, as a team or whatever, and their sponsorships and all that stuff. So it's just a hard pill to swallow. Like we talked about it before on the pod. Like WNBA has never been in the red. You know what I mean? Like never. I hope something wrong. Why is something always wrong? Like at this time of night when I get to record with my headphones, man. But you know, it is what it is. I can't hear nothing, but we're gonna keep it moving. That is crazy. It was just popping too. Just something to think about though. There's something to really think about. You have to understand the revenue streams. And if we taking money to make it equal, what are we pulling away from? So we got to figure out where we're going to take the money from to give the women the equal share that the men get. I think it should be based on performance anyway. Women's World Cup, Men's World Cup, the same is the World Cup. So therefore, if they win, they should get paid for winning the World Cup just like the men do. But they don't. So, and then if David say, well, we ain't playing, then everybody be talking shit to the women like, no. You know, they got mad when they beat somebody 15-0 and was stunting on the team and all that. Let them do it. Oh, they're arrogant. No, we just American. Did you call us arrogant, whatever it is? But it is what it is. All right, y'all. So, man, you're on the clock, though. Y'all need to get y'all shit together, though. And it's not competing with the women. It's just y'all need to get y'all shit together, seriously. Now, moving on. I done watched this young lady, couple matches. I don't even know how to say her last name. I think it's Coco Gauf. 15-year-old, born in Georgia, lives in Florida. What more can I say? First match, possibly second match. First match, she beat Venus, one of her idols. She's made it to the round of 16, right? So, round of 16, and after the round of 16 is the quarterfinals. Then after the quarterfinals, it's the semifinals, then it's the finals. Can she meet Serena in the finals? Yes, she can if she can get past the round of 16 and the quarters and the semis. So the girl is great. Like she's 15, y'all. Not 25. Not 35. She's 15 beating up on grown women, like frustrating the hell out of them. You got to respect it. She a sister. Even if she was another nationality, it still would be phenomenal. But with me, I love to see anybody that look like me do well. So shout out to Coco and her family. They always say where the black family at. You see that black family right there? They together. And we don't know what's going on, but they together for their daughter, right? That's what it's all about. All right. Moving on. We talked about a week ago about this free agency stuff, man. Listen. I had a free agency test. Didn't I tell you? I said so-and-so going here, so-and-so going there, and that's what we're doing here. All right. So, remember I said KD is going to Brooklyn with Kyrie, or he's going to the Clippers with Kawhi. Kawhi wanted to go to Clippers. He ended up going to Brooklyn with Kyrie. So I got that one. We're going to say I got that one right anyway. We said Kawhi going to the Lakers or the Clippers with KD. But he got that semi-right because he went to the Clippers. We said Kyrie going to Brooklyn with KD or to the Lakers. He went to Brooklyn with KD. We said Klay stayed in Golden State. Why is it we? I'm the only person on the podcast. I said that. Right? Jimmy, you staying in Philly. That didn't happen, so that's my first L. Kimba to Boston. That was a fact. And Al Horton to Denver. That didn't happen. He went to New Orleans. So, my takeaway. What this free agency showed is who got the power. The owners or the investors, whatever they want to be called nowadays. Yes, they can move you around whenever they want to, whenever they feel like it. But the players are showing right now that they have a lot of power, right? A whole lot of power. Where is my headphone thing? Something's going on. Okay, a whole lot of power. All right, so do what you want to do. The money is there, right? Your legacy and all that. Like, do what you want to do. You ain't got to stay nowhere where you don't want to stay no more. Free agency mean I have the freedom to move. But now what they have, in the words of Bill Simmons, is pre-agency, where before you're a free agent, you're out here making moves and you're doing what you need to do to make you in a better situation and your family in a better situation. So it's all good. I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Now, remember your legacy though. So all this joining with my guy and my guy and all that shit, it might not work out for you. And then you try to join up with your guy and y'all don't win nothing, then what? You should have might be winning somebody else, but that's in the aftermath. We'll see what's going on. Now, to me, the most surprising move of the free agency was D-Lo to the Warriors. I'm like, yo, really? Because clearly once Klay come back, where they gonna play him at? They gonna put Klay at the 3 and him? I don't know. I just don't know. I'm gonna love to see it. But that was a surprising move. But they wanted to get something for KD because they could turn around and flip D-Lo if needed be. And I wonder how D-Lo feel about that, knowing that could happen. He got his money. So probably to him, he don't care. He got his money. They can move him around. At first, it was reported that the Knicks didn't offer KD the max due to his Achilles injury, but reports are coming out they did offer him the max. But who's to say, right? It doesn't make any sense. But the most surprising move was Paul George forcing a trade out of OKC after 1 year, saying he wanted to be with Russ, and he goes sign with the Clips because Kawhi said, the only way I'm signing with y'all if y'all go get Paul George. Man, most surprising move. Now, we're going to call him why right now? Why you wanna play a hate on me? I ain't calling him Kawhi no more. I'm calling him why. Listen, he got the most juice right now. They always say LeBron got juice with the league. Yeah, but he got the most juice right now with the players because cats are trying to figure it out. Listen, Kawhi signed with the Clippers, 4 years, $141 million. All this time, everybody talking about the Lakers, all the reports, the Lakers. But people kept on saying, if you listen to the reporters, they were saying Kawhi is testing everybody to see what's leaking out. You heard stuff from Toronto. You heard stuff from the Lake Show. You ain't hear nothing from the Clip Show. In order for the Clips to get Kawhi, like I said, they had to land another star. And they traded 5 unprotected first-round picks. 2 that they got from the trade with Miami, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Danilo Gallinari to the Thunder for PG. Now, that's all good. Woj said OKC became a major player trying to see if Toronto or LA Clippers had a better package. So what happened was, Toronto wanted them too, but they didn't want to give up Siakam, right? So it was reported George and Westbrook were to go to the Raptors, but Westbrook had 4 years and $171 million left on that deal that the Raptors couldn't stomach that price, knowing they had to max out Kawhi as well. And they didn't want to give Pascal in the deal. So, it might be Messiah Ujiri saying, you know what, we won our chip, we'll defend the title, and after that I blow it up, because we'll talk about Toronto in a minute, what they got to do with their roster. So, but at the end of the day, Toronto could have kept Kawhi, but the price was too high. Now, remember all the reports from the Lakers, the Lakers going to get Kawhi and all that shit. And they're on the verge, and Steph Curry, nope. But one thing that happened, the Lakers were in the running for Kawhi, and they did the right thing by trying to hold out for him, even though the stalling clearly hurt the Lakers' chance to field a team, right? The top free agents are gone, and those are opinion pieces of who the top free agent that will fit in with the Lakers and LeBron and AD, who we don't know how that's going to pan out, the perception of the players they need to be with them. That's what we're talking about. So, AD gave up $4 million to land Kawhi. He knew the risk, so he didn't get that $4 million. The Lakers give Danny Green a 2-year contract for $30 million. That's $15 million a year. They re-signed KCP, and JaVale is in. They gave Boogie the one-year contract for $2.3 million. Gave Rondo the 2-year contract for $5.2 million. Now, waiting to see the buyout market for Korver, Iguodala if Memphis don't trade him, J.R. Smith if he still want to hoop. Was always that Melo in the background. What we going to do about Melo? Melo got to be able to give you a bucket if it's 92-92, and they say, Melo, we finna give you the ball. But I don't think they'll put Melo in that situation when you got AD, you got Brian, you got Kuz, but Melo might get it done, though. Melo can't go out the way he did. We got to get Melo back in the league. So we got to figure that piece of the game out. That's what I'm talking about. Now, what this did do, though, 82 games of star power in Staples Center right now, period. 82 games, 41 for the Clippers, 41 for the Lakers, right? 82 games. So which team in LA has the favorite right now? If you look at roster for roster, we got Kawhi, PG, Patrick Beverly, Lou Williams, 6th man of the year, Montrezl Harrell, Zubac, Landry Shamet, Mo Harkless. Like, yo, that team gonna play defense. They're gonna get out. That's a nice roster right there. And you got LeBron, AD, Kuz, Boogie, Rondo, Green, JaVale. Who's the lockdown defender on that team? I'll wait. That's the problem. We don't know out of them group. LeBron ain't playing no D. AD's damn near 7 feet. Kuz, maybe. Boogie, he trying to get back. Rondo, he kind of up there in age. Who gonna stop all them elite guards? You gonna put Danny Green on them? I guess so. So we got to see what's gonna happen in with the Lake Show. So, but I'm just saying, man, that's gonna be who's holding them cats. That's all I want to know, y'all. So, moving on. The whole KD. Well, the thing is, not the KD and Kyrie. That's what I was gonna do. What's next for Westbrook now? Because PG gone now. Royce Young at ESPN reports the Thunder will look at possibly trading Westbrook. Right. So it's like, okay, now we're talking about trading Westbrook. It's a cost quota mode for OKC now. PG gone. They went out in the first round to the Blazers. They might need to make that happen. The next logical step is to move him before the season. I was talking to Jay yesterday, and I said Miami with Butler, and Big Perk said the same thing last night on the jump. He said Miami. I was thinking Miami might as well to put him with Jimmy Butler and just go ahead to South Beach. If I'm Russ, I want to go. Shit, I want to go right now. Let's go. I'm going right there with Russ. So, I think that'd be a good look. I don't know who else want to absorb that contract because Russ gonna be getting paid like $48 million. How many years he got left on that contract? He got 4 years, $171 million left on there. So we'll figure it out. Now, the catch is Toronto. Celebrate and rejoice, right? The plan worked. We traded our franchise leader in points and all this shit. We got rid of our coach of the year, right? They knew Kawhi wasn't going to be in LA when they traded DeRozan for him last summer, right? That he wanted to be there. You got Lowry, you got Ibaka, you got Gasol, all on the final years of their contract, right? Their future is bright with Siakam, OG, Anunoby, and Van Vliet. They still can run it back to the finals. Maybe. It depends what happened. But that's borrowing Philly health. That's borrowing the mill and what we did, right? If not, come trade deadline, look for them to find suitable partner for the 3 expiring champions for Lowry, Ibaka, and Gasol. I can see Ibaka joining the Lake Show on a buyout. I wish Lowry can come to the Bucks. Maybe we find somebody to take Bledsoe. I don't know. I like Bledsoe though. But I like Lowry better. Shit, it's a preference. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So that's something to think about with Toronto. Now let's jump to KD and Kyrie. The big to do about with where they gonna go, where KD gonna go, who gonna give him the max? KD signed a 4-year, $164 million, and Kyrie signed a 4-year, $141 million to sign with Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan, they both gave up paper to sign the 4-year contract, $40 million with them. That's how you go. You better make sure your guy getting taken care of. I'm gonna take a little bit less money. You take a little bit less money. That's what they did to make that big three work in 2010 in Miami with D-Wade, Bron, and Bosh. So you got to do that. I'm just hoping KD come back full strength. Hoping Kyrie with his growing pains and that negative connotation and all the rumblings that was coming out of Boston. But it wasn't just Kyrie. You got to look at Danny Ainge with the roster. You got to look at Brad Stevens trying to incorporate what's the homeboy name? Damn. Brad Stevens trying to incorporate Y'all know who I'm talking about. Gordon Hayward into the lineup. You look at the growth of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and how you had to move Rozier to the background. There was a lot going on in Boston. You can't blame all that on Kyrie. Kyrie may have been tripping, but you can't blame all that on Kyrie. So I'm glad he got a fresh start. You know what I mean? So shout out to Klay Thompson for his 5-year, $190 million deal with a 15% trade kicker with the Warriors. Shout out to Jimmy Buckets getting his signing trade to Miami. That came out of the blue, right? 4-year, $142 million in 4-team trade. Whiteside to the Blazers, Richardson to the 76ers, and a 023 first round pick, Mo Harkless and Myers Leonard to the Clippers. So let's talk about the home team though, the Milwaukee Bucks. We did all right. Let me get to that. I got to get to the lab, y'all. Let me get to the lab. We listen to Jay. Let me get one of the joints out the lab. Home team did okay. Home team did all right. So the Bucks signed Middleton to a 5-year, $178 million contract. Man, that's kind of too much for Middleton, but we had to pay him because somebody else was going to pay him. That was a lot. So that was it. You know what I'm saying? That was a lot. Signed Brook Lopez to a 4-year, $52 million contract. And we got Robin Lopez, his brother, so that was cool. First time they played together since 07-08 season at Stanford. It's all good. Now, we did lose Brogdon to the Pacers on a 4-year, $85 million deal, but shit, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Plus, we got a nice little haul from the Pacers for that deal, right? We held them over the coals a little bit. Now, Bledsoe was on the clock. I said it before. Bledsoe for Lowry trade now. The Bucks are clear favorites to come out of the East, if you ask me. They're the best to come out the East, if you ask me. Now, we talked about the D-Lo sign and trade, right? The 4-year, $114 million to the Warriors. Looney, 3-year, $15 million to the Warriors. D-Lo for 1 year, then package him up. They didn't want to lose KD for nothing, so we'll possibly move him in a year or two when Klay comes back. With him and Steph, that is a smaller backcourt that's not known to defend, both of them. But we're going to see what they could do. They're going to wreak havoc on the motherfucker too, though. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with that. Kemba signed to 141, signed and trade to Boston for Rozier, 3-year, $58 back to Charlotte. Dame Dollar signed to 4-year, $196 million extension. Get your money, Dame. Man, $200 million basically, man. Jesus Christ, get your money, Dame. Hope that don't strong arm Portland because it's a small market team and they can't get nobody else. Porzingis signed a 5-year, $158 million extension with Dallas. Jamal Murray signed a 5-year. How much was his extension for? I forget, with Denver, but he got paid. It was like 120 something. Al Horford to Sixers, 4 years, $109 million. Tobias Stage signs 5-year, $180 million. Jeez, they getting paid. JJ Redick, he didn't go. I said Horford went to the Pelicans. No, JJ went to the Pelicans. JJ Redick, 2 years, $26.5 million to the Pelicans. Right? The Knicks add Julius Randle and Taj Gibson. Bogdanovic signed with Jazz, who most people are saying right now is the number one team to come out of the West. They ain't got no bench though. Seth Curry signs with the Mavs. 4 for the $32 million. He got paid. Rubio, 3 years, $51 million with the Suns. And D Rose signed to 2 years, $15 million to the Pistons. Now, watch a little summer league. Seen Zion dunk about 4 times. Banged his knee. He done for the joint. I'm gonna see what's going on and see who else is balling out here though. But it's all good, man. Free agency was crazy. I love it. I love people being able to make their own way, because when a team is done with you, they trade you. They don't care about your family. They don't care about what you got going on. So I'm glad that team players took their own future into their own hands, right? So I love y'all. Hopefully I get back to y'all sometimes. We gotta know this is summer. Dry NBA news. Free agency is pretty much done. So I'm gonna try to make sure at least I pump something out to y'all at least once or twice a week. I did go see John Wick. Hold up. I think I got the John Wick up in here. Now, I did go see John Wick. Now, remember we have the review. So I have, let me see, 2630. John Wick. So we got the 5-star scale. Hall of Fame, superstar, all-star, starter, bench, right? Going backwards. So I gave John Wick 3 Parabellum 4 stars, man. I mean, the action scenes, I'm in the movies like, damn. Like the people next to me, I was tripping, man. Like it was live though. Like the choreography, and I love Keanu Reeves. He like 50 and he all the moves and all that, I mean, the stuff, and that bow. Anybody that like John Wick just knows it's constant action, and we know it's gonna be another one, right? Because the man that was running the hotel, I forget his name, there's gonna be a problem now. John gonna have to go after him. So it's gonna be legit, because Lawrence Fishburne, now they know what happened, and they're like, oh, he can't be. Yeah, it's gonna be, without the spoilers, it's gonna be one. It's gonna be a problem. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, I give it a 4. Now I haven't listened to the Chris Brown album. I get through like the first 10 tracks out of the 32. He got some bangers on there. I'm giving the Chris Brown a 4. I'm giving him a superstar too. So that Chris Brown, Indigo, he gets a superstar. That one song with Juicy J and Juvenile, that's classic. I like the song with Gunna on there. I like the song with Drake. That's a classic song. Like, that's a nice song. He got a couple other songs. I got a song with Tyga. Like, I can't get past them songs to move to the other songs. So, but yeah, he got some nice songs on there. Like, this might be his best body of work though. I don't know. I don't know. We got to see though. Chris Brown always dropping some heat though, but I really like how the album is, and you got to split it up, I guess. So, but yeah, it's all good, y'all. So I'm getting up out of this joint. I got shit to do. So whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck like Milwaukee. Stay woke or get out. Gold ball or bust. You can't fit in when you're standing out. Colorism is dead. Black is black. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notification. New episodes is important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at KITK. Have a safe and healthy night. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.